Well, maths students, we're going to be doing some more simple interest calculations here using the simple interest formula. However, we need to rearrange the formula. So we did some transposition, some rearranging of equations earlier in the linear modelling unit. So this will be familiar to you guys. The question here for both of these examples is for how long? Okay, so that means we need to know the time. So the equation looks like this for simple interest, I equals P RT. So how do we rearrange so that T is the subject? Well, P and R are multiplying by T. We want to take them to the other side, so they divide. PR. So what we end up with is that time is equal to the amount of interest divided by the principal times the rate. So you can write this down on your cheat sheet and have it ready, and you won't need to remember how to rearrange it. Okay, so let's write down all the stuff we know. The amount of interest, we know that it needs to exceed 400, so we'll just say it's 400. The principal is the amount that was borrowed, 1,250, and our rate is 0.07. Okay, so we'll put this into our formula. 400 over 1,250 times 0.07. So when you put that into the calculator, you should get, what should you get? I'll have a go at it here. Let's see, try that on the calculator yourself while I'm doing it. I'll type it on in, just putting it in now. We should get 4.57 years. Okay, very good. So you might want to pause the video and try the next one, but there are a couple of little differences there. Firstly, we're talking about months here. We're told 6,000 grows to 8,000. So pause the video if you like and try the question on your own. Right, I'm going to have a go at this one now. So, our amount of interest, okay, this one's a little tricky because we're told 6,000 grows to 8,000, so the amount of interest is the difference there. So we don't put 8,000 in there because that's the final amount that it grows to. We need to find the difference between $8,000 and $6,000, so $2,000 worth of interest. The principal, however, is that original amount, 6,000, and our rate, 8%, becomes 0.08. Okay, so we put it into the formula the same way as before. Time equals 2,000 over 6,000 times 0.08. So try that on the calculator. I'll just type it in now. Okay, we're getting 4.16 recurring. Okay, now that's in years. So how do we convert that to months? Well, how many months in a year? That's right, 12 months in a year. So to convert to months, we'll multiply this by 12. So you should get 50 months. Right, let's have a look at this last one here. In this one, we need to find the rate of interest. So the formula, which starts out as I equals P RT, and this time we want to get R on its own. We want to make R the subject of the equation. This guy here. Now it rearranges really similar to the other one. What we end up with is that R is equal to the amount of interest divided by P times T. So there's another one to write down on your formula sheet. Okay, so the amount of interest. Okay, this is like the previous example. We need to find the difference between the final amount and the principal. which is 1,200. The principal is 5,000. And the time, okay, we've got 18 months. What do? We divide it by 12. So that's 1.5. Okay, so let's put these three values into the equation. R equals 1,200 on 5,000 times 1.5. And when we put that in, we get, well, let's see, you go and do that. Go ahead and put it in. I'm just putting it in now. .16. Okay, now remember we need to give the rate of interest as a percentage. So how do we convert this decimal value to a percentage? Well, you remember from earlier, we need to multiply by 100, which gives us 16%. That is the rate of interest on this account. Okay, so go ahead and try the questions in the description for the video.